Hello and welcome to Vision Academy. In this video, we are going to learn inline functions. Inline functions are the compact function calls that replace the function call with the function definition. So here, the entire piece of code will be replaced with the help of a function call. So in place of function call, it just copies the entire code. So hence it is called a compact function call. So here I'm going to write the definition of inline function. It is a compact function call that replaces function call by function definition. So in place of a function call, the entire function definition will be copied. So hence it is a compact function call. So what are the problems or overheads associated with the normal user defined functions? So that we started using inline function. A function call generally involves the complex process of invoking a function, passing parameters to the function, allocating storage for local variables, thereby it uses extra time and memory space. So it is possible to avoid these overheads of a function by using inline function. Now, let us take advantages of functions, that is inline functions. So advantages of inline functions. Now let us continue with the first advantage. The inline member functions are compact function calls. Second advantage is, therefore, the size of the object code is considerably reduced. And the third advantage is the speed of execution of program increases. And the fourth advantage is very efficient code can be generated. Very efficient code can be generated. And the fifth advantage is the readability of the program increases. The readability of the program increases. So these are the 5 advantages of using inline function. So let us check out when inline function should not be used or when inline function may not work. Inline functions may not work in some of the following situations. So first, if the inline function is too long or too complicated. The inline function is too long or too complicated. And the second situation is when the inline function is recursive. and the inline function is recursive. So recursive function means what? It is a function that calls by itself unless and until the stopping condition is satisfied. Okay. Yes. Next, the inline function has looping construct. The inline function has looping constructs. Next, in the fourth situation, the inline function has switch or go to statements. The inline function has a switch or go to statements. So go to is one of the jumping statements and switch is one of the multiple selection statements. Now let us go for a programming example. Now I'm going to write a single line comment. Here I'm going to write a program to find the square of a number using inline function. Let us begin with the preprocessor directives. Hash include in a angular brace. I'm going to write iostream.h header file. In the second preprocessor directive is hash include in the angular brace console input output.h. Now we are going to write a keyword called inline. It should be written in lowercase letter. So inline. Next is a return type of the function is integer. Square is the name of the function, and inside the bracket we are going to pass one argument of type integer. Here you can observe that it is similar to that of the normal user defined functions only. The only thing is we need to prefix inline keyword before the function declaration. So here I'm going to write curly open brace. Now I'm going to write return a into a because I want to find the square of the entered number. So curly closing brace indicates that this is the termination point of this function definition. Now I have to call this particular function in a main function. Here I'm going to write void main function curly open brace. Here I'm going to write a variable called int x and semicolon. Now I'm going to write x is equal to, I'm going to call this particular function by its name. I'm going to write square and then I'm going to write some value. For example, I'm going to enter 5. So value will be stored in the variable. So this is called a function call. This is a function call. Whenever the compiler encounters with this particular function call, the entire definition, whatever the instructions are present in this particular definition, will be replaced with this particular piece of code. So here all these set of statements, or it may be single statement or multiple statements may be present in the function definition. So all those statements will come in place of this function call. So hence it is called inline function. Next we'll write cout stream insertion operator. In a double quotation mark I'm going to write square of 5 is equal to end the double quotation mark stream insertion operator, and I'm going to write here x value. So even you can write directly square of 5 over here only instead of taking this int x and assigning it to x. It is better to write the function call over here only. In order to make you understand, in order to make it simplified, I've taken one variable and initialized to it, and whenever this function call is made, this particular return value will replace with this one. So here it is going to be replaced by this particular statement. Now we are going to write here get ch function. and then curly closing brace. So let us go and execute this program. Here you can see I have already written this program to save your time. Let us compile this program by pressing Alt F9. So here it is showing success, that indicates there is no syntax error. Let us execute this program by pressing Ctrl F9. Here you can see it is displaying square of 5 is equal to 25.